Hi, my name is Lasha. I'm originally from Georgia that came to New York to study almost 2 years ago.
Today, we're excited to have Lasha, a recent master's graduate from our data analytics program. Let's hear his story about what brought him to Toro GST.
When I choose something to pursue, there was like three things, right? First is like you like doing something, and the second is you're good at, and then third is like people need it desperately. And within that in mind, I was like, okay, I really like solving problems using the numbers and statistical thinking, econometrics, and also cause-effect relationships. And I was good also in numbers and technology. And the third, and probably that drive mostly, was that the rise of the AI and ability or a need of unlocking the power of data that was like the pushing force for me to become a data scientist. Toro GST has very good focus on making you feel comfortable here. You also are exposed with good practitioners, or even exposure to the cloud technologies here was like a remarkable. We had a professor that worked at Google, so it all made Toro GST stand apart.
With a passion for data science, Lasha decided to enroll in our data analytics program. After completing his studies at Toro GST, he now works at Ingersoll Rand as a full-time data scientist.
Basically, our role is to make sense of the data, right? You have a lot of data, but there are some decision makers that you want to help them to make informed decisions, right? And what data scientist does basically is connecting the dots, like this, defining some questions with users, with business managers.
During his time at Toro, Lasha had the opportunity to intern with the state government, gaining valuable hands-on experience.
Yeah, so together with my classmate, we had the opportunity to intern for the Delaware state government, and they asked to build the data product related to the schools and the education. And that was very interesting because when I started building the product, obviously I was dealing with the data issues, but talking and interacted with the users and different stakeholders, I had to take into consideration the politics and some opinions that I should not tell a story in different way. And the question was, okay, let's review the schools, which schools are top performers, which schools perform least, and what is like average salary for the professors and teachers at schools, and what is like dropout rate, and so many questions that, I mean, we wanted to tell the Delawareans with that story. And we received story with different tables, we connected them, and obviously met the stakeholders to deliver the product. And they had like some questions. Okay, we don't want to say that some schools are not doing well, or split the school categories in a different way. So it was really interesting experience for us to interact with the business users and stakeholders and get their input and modify the product and to deliver that for the wider audience.
Along with his coursework, he also loved attending meetups to stay connected and keep up to date in the field.
You need to take advantage of New York City, go to AI meetups if you're in this field and meet people. They're really happy to meet you and exchange their cards or, LinkedIn's or, and also there is a practitioners writing the blogs like for free. It's available in the internet, and also there are some specific newsletters that the industry focused or that solution focused or some product focused. And also if you are working on some product or some solution at your work, just take a little bits of different innovations and apply. I think that's like way to stay updated.
Machine learning models are one of his major focuses in his current career, and he hopes his work will be applied across various fields in the future.
So today there's like a lot of LLMs are doing a lot of good stuff, and I think using that and applying to the problems, let's say in marketing or in sales or can be in finance or supply chain, any problem, because sometimes the problems are universal, but the solutions can be derived from these LLM models, fine-tuning them and using them in the enterprise, and that can bring a lot of benefits. So I think the focusing of Gen AI can bring a really good benefit for our organization.
Let's hear his advice for current students pursuing a career in this field.
For a new graduates, I think that can be with their professors or the people they worked before, just to have the references and recommendations so that the professor can connect them to someone else who are in that field that they're interested in working. So just building the relationship with professors, obviously performing as a student, that will give you a very easy way to get these kind of recommendations from the professors. And this is, I think, the powerful lesson that I learned.
We wish Lasha the best on his career journey. Follow us for more spotlights, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.